Looks like we may have hit a largie. 1847 braided hair, large cent. And we got a 1966. Alright, bring you back in. It looks like I got a 2 center. Yep, there it is, 2 cent. Oh yeah, that is a walker. Just pop the copper out. Let's see what we got. Alright, another Benji. 1845. That is an awesome find. I will take that. We will see you on the next one. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Rick from Hunting Southwest Ohio, and we are back for episode number 23 of the Nickel Hunt and Fill series. Excited to get into another box. I have a box in front of me here. I get these boxes almost every week, and I have had almost 7 consecutive weeks from this bank with an uncirculated box of 2021s. So excited to finally have a circulated box that we can crack open live, see if we have any cool enders. Have our albums here in front of us. If you've been following along, you know exactly where we're at. If you have not, I will have a link to the series up above. You can go ahead, get caught up if you'd like. Excited to hopefully add a few more nickels. We have 16 left to go to fill the albums, down to some silvers and some key dates. So let's quit messing around. Let's go ahead, crack this box open. See if we have any cool enders. I can tell it's circulated by the bottom. You can see those circulated nickels on the bottom side. And I don't normally have great luck with these boxes, but I'm hoping this will change a little bit this week. And definitely circulated. Don't see anything exciting on the ends on this side. And I could tell they're circulated on the other side and didn't see anything exciting. So let's quit talking, let's get into some rolls and see if we can fill some spots. See you on the first find. Roll 6, we have our first 50s nickel. And it is going to be a 1955. Will we have a filly for a semi-key? We will not. It will be a Denver, but we'll take it. First find of the box. Technically the second. I did find a foreign, 2010, Canadian. Roll 7, and we've got our first 40s nickel, and it's going to be a 1940 out of Philly. Same roll, 2 nickels later. Got our first 1939. Can we get a mint mark? We will not. It's going to be a Philly. Let's go ahead and check that for the DDR. And you're looking at Monticello and 5 cents. Do not see it, but 39 in a box is always a good sign. Roll 10, and our second 50s nickel, we'll have a 1959 out of Denver. Same roll and 50s nickel number 3. We're going to have a 1956, also out of Denver. Roll 12, and we got a nice looking 1958. Nice luster, pretty good detail, not a lot of scratches, and it will be a filly. Could possibly be an upgrader. We'll take it. Roll 13, and we have our second 40s nickel. It's going to be a 1946 out of Philly. And we'll weigh this up, check it to make sure it's not a Henning nickel. If I find anything, bring you back in. Roll 14, and we have 40s nickel number 5. It's going to be another 1959 out of Philly. Roll 16, and we have our third 40s nickel. It's going to be a 1940, and this one will be a 40S. And I also see right here our second foreign. Will I have you here? And this is Canada. Okay, this is the commemorative. I didn't see the date and I didn't catch this on the front. 2002. Alright. Roll 19. And we have 50s nickel, number 6. in 1956 out of Denver. Roll 22, and we have 50s nickel, number 7. It's a pretty rough looking, 1958 out of Denver. Roll 25, and 50s nickel, number 8. It is going to be a 1951. 51S is a semi-key. And we're going to have a Philly, but we'll take it. Roll 30. And 50s nickel, number 9. And it's going to be a 1955. 55P is a semi-key. And it is a 55P. We'll take that. I don't know if that'll be any nicer than the one that we have currently, but we will definitely take a semi-key in the box. Awesome. Roll 32, and 50s nickel, number 10. We're going to have another 1951, and it will be a D. So not a semi-key date, but we'll take it. 50s nickel, number 11. And roll 36. And we're going to have another 1959 out of Denver. Roll 39. And finally, we have found a 2009P. We need this one for the album for sure. That will fill a spot, which is awesome. Hopefully, we can find something else in here. We'll take it. Roll 45, and 50s nickel, number 12. And it's going to be another 1958 out of Denver. Alright, 50 rolls hunted. I did pull a 1941 Philly out of the last roll I did not bring in for. So, it gives us a total of 18 finds. We did get that semi-key, 55. That it? Nope, right back here. We did get that 1955 Philly, which is a semi-key, but with only 18 finds, we're going to have to get into a second box. We didn't hit our minimum of 20 I like to have, so I'm going to go ahead, grab another box. We'll bring you back in a few minutes, crack that open, and start hunting. Alright, we are back with box number 2. I did crack this open a week or two ago when I picked this up. We do have circulated nickels. So, I'm going to go ahead, get into this box, see if we can add to the finds. Maybe another one for the album. See you on the first find. Roll 2. And it's been a few boxes since it happened, but they got us with a penny. See what it is. And it is a 1979. At least it is copper. So that makes me feel a little better. See you on the next find. Same roll as the penny, and we have our first 50s nickel. We have a 1954 out of Denver. Roll 3, and 50s nickel number 2, 1957 out of Philly. Getting started a little earlier in this box. Roll number 6, and our first 40s nickel of box 2. It's a 1947 out of Philly. Roll number 9. And 50s nickel, number 3, of box 2, 1954, out of Philly. Roll 12, and 40s nickel, number 2, of box 2. We'll have a 1941, out of Philly. Roll 15, and we have another 1951 in front of us here in box 2, be 50s nickel, number 4. And it is a 51 Philly. A few nickels later, same roll. We have a 1947 S. 1947 S. I feel like we have that one in the album, but don't see a lot of S mint marks. Possibly could be an addition. Roll 18 and 40s nickel, number 4 of box 2, 1941 out of Philly. Same roll. Well, it's 5 or 6 nickels later, and we've got a 1938. Could we possibly get a mint mark? We will not. It will be a Philly, but you do not see 38s in a box often. I will take it. Roll 19. Just pop this one open. And I believe the fourth one in right here in front of my finger. I think we're going to have a silver. Got that Philly mint mark. And it is a 1944 Philly. We may possibly need that one. I think we need a couple of 44s. Not sure which ones. But that is awesome. Silver in the box. I just flattened out that roll after I pulled the silver out of it. And you can see it right there. We even got us a buffalo. What a roll. 1937. Out of Philly. Oop, pretty decent shape. We'll take that. Awesome. Roll 21. And 50s nickel number 5. We have a 1958. Out of Denver. Roll 14. And second nickel in. 50s nickel number 6. It's going to be a 1953. Out of Philly. Roll 27. And 40s nickel number 5. And we will have a 1948. And it will be a Denver, hoping for an S. It would have been a semi-key, but we'll take it. See you on the next one. Roll 29. And 40s nickel, number 6. Box 2, 1940. Out of Philly. Roll 30. Same result. Another 1940. And this one will be from Philly as well. Roll 31. And we have our second 47, I believe, of this box. And then it's going to be 40s nickel number 8. And it's a 1947. Ooh, the back is rough. And I believe that is a Denver. Roll 32. And the same result again as last roll. It's going to be another 1947. A little better shape. And this one will be from Philly. Roll 33. And 50s nickel number 7. 1956. Out of Philly. Roll 34. And 40s nickel number 10. The end of this box is heating up this last 25 rolls. We have another 1948. This one will be out of Philly. Roll 37. And another 1951. Could we get lucky enough for another semi-key? No, it will be a 51D, not an S, but we'll take it. Roll 40. I just pulled the first few coins off this roll before I noticed it, but we got another buffalo right here. And it's another buffalo with a date. I believe that is a 1930. Yes, it is 1930. Do we have a mint mark? We do not. 1930 Philly. We will take that. Buffalo, number 2 of the box. Same roll as that buffalo, and look at this 67. I mean, man, does it get much nicer than that? I'm sure the steps are worn, but we'll just take a look. Yeah, she is a little bit beat up, but man, that thing is shiny. Probably definitely going to be an upgrader. We'll check it. And still the same roll. 50s nickel number 9. We'll have a 1958 out of Denver. Roll 41. And haven't seen one of these in a while. 1942. Unfortunately, not a war nickel, but it'll be out of Philly. Roll 45. And this will be 50s nickel number 10. It's going to be a 1955, but can we have a 55 Philly? We will not. We'll have a D, but we'll take it. Roll 47. And we're going to have 50s nickel number 11. It's going to be a 1952 out of Philly. Roll 48. And 40's nickel number 12. 1946 out of Denver. Roll 50. And we got 50's nickel, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. This is number 12, 1959 out of Denver. Pretty decent shape. See you on the next one. Alright, we have got all 50 rolls hunted. And overall, it was a couple great boxes in the end. The first one was a little light on finds. The second one was where I like to see it. We did end up with 6 Canadians. I do hang on to all those. I am going to put an album together here at some point. We did lose 4 cents on a penny. We got some upgraders. Well, the 2009P here, I know I'm going to need that in the book. We did get a silver. We got 2 buffaloes, which hopefully will fill a spot somewhere in the book. Got 4 possible album upgraders here. And then we got a lot of 40s and 50s between the 2 boxes. I think total now we're at about 35, 36 finds, something like that, maybe a little more. So a couple great boxes. I'm going to go ahead, grab the albums, see what we have. And don't forget, yeah, we did get that 1955 Philly. So we did have a semi-key date in the first box up here. So that was also exciting. So, be back with album number 1, which will be the Buffalo album. See if we can add anything. Be back in a minute. Alright, we have the Buffalo album here in front of us. We have a 1913 through the 1938D, and we will have one addition. We're going to add the 1937. The 1930, we already had one, a Philly, in about the same condition. So, we'll get this 1937 added. We're one closer on the Buffalo album. We've done really good in this album so far. So we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 spots filled in this. I think I started this, I don't know what I was, box 7 maybe, box 3, I can't remember. It was early on in the series, but we've been adding pretty regularly, which is awesome. See you with album number 2, the first Jefferson album. Alright. Album number 1 for the Jeffersons, 1938 through 1961D. We are going to have an upgrade. We're going to upgrade a 1958 Philly. And we're going to add a 1955P. We do not currently have, so happy to add that. Get that one plugged in. And I'll go ahead and get this one here swapped out. And we will get into Jefferson album number 2. Alright, album number 2 for the Jeffersons are 1962 through 1995. This album is full, but we will have one upgrade. We're going to upgrade that beautiful 1967 we found. We're going to go ahead and get that swapped out. Get into album 3, which I know has an upgrade. I'll be back in a minute. Album number 3 for the Jeffersons are 1996 through current 2022. And I just realized I do need to pull these 4 spots off the total. I have 195 spots, but we can't actually find these 4 right now. So, or not 195 spots. We can't find those 4, so we're actually going to be at 191. And we are going to have the only addition in this book is the only spot left we can currently fill, which is this 2009P. We finally found one. So that will finish album number 3. I'll be right back with the totals in just a minute. Alright, we have totaled everything up. We currently are now at 17 spots filled in the Buffalo album. It was 30 some. I'll have to recount them. I can't remember exactly. And our Jefferson albums, we now have 181 of 191 spots filled after I took off the 4 spots for 2023s and 2024s in the album. I believe I counted those originally when I started this series, so we took those off. So we're now 10 away from finishing up these albums for the Jeffersons anyway. We got a little ways to go on the Buffalo Nickel album, but we're making progress. So it was an awesome hunt. 2 great boxes. Had a great time hunting these. A couple buffaloes, a silver, some Canadians, semi-key date. It was a great hunt all in all, and the best part about it is we have one more silver to add to the silver jar. Appreciate everybody coming along. Please give it a big thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button, and we will see you on the next hunt.